Food security in India. So the fourth chapter completely deals about food security. What is food security? Food security means the availability of the food for all the people at all times. Why we have to stress on food security? How air is important for all of us to breathe and survive on this earth. In the similar way, we all need food to survive on this earth. But nowadays, many people are not able to get accessibility to the food. They are finding it very difficult, maybe because of their economic poverty or because of their low literacy rates, and many people in India are malnutrition. So in this unit, we will be discussing about what is food security, how the government tries to ensure food supply for all the members of the country, how it has become a right, and what are the measures taken by the government, what are the threats that are there in implementation of the Food Security Act. First of all, what is food security? The providing of food for all people in all times is known as food security. Who provides the food? It is the utmost responsibility of the government to ensure that all the members are able to get food. In this, we can broadly categorize the food security into three broad categories. One is availability, accessibility, and affordability. Availability. The food should be available to all the people at their level. The production of the country should meet to the expectations of the people. Basing on the amount of population living, the food also should compensate with the number of people living in the country. Then only we can say the food is available. If it is only available, it is not sufficient and we cannot say that we have food security. Then it should be accessible to all of them. It should be at the reachable to them. They should be able to access that one without any hindrances. One, that should be available. Two, it should be accessible to them. And three, it should be at the affordable levels of the people. If the cost of the rice or the wheat is 50 rupees per kg and the daily wage of a common man is 40 rupees per day, it is not reachable to him. So he cannot afford that one. In the similar way, these kind of situations are known as non-affordability levels. So non-affordability should not be there. It should be available to all of them. It should be accessible to all of them, and at the same time, it should be at the reachable cost for them where they can purchase that one within their purchasing limit. So food security in simple terms means availability, accessibility, and affordability. One, everybody has to get the chance for them to pursue food. Second, it should be at the reachable cost of everyone. How air is important for all of us, in the similar way, food is also very, very important for all the human beings who are staying in this world. Coming to our country, in our country we have nearly 26 million population living under poverty. So these 26 million population are born to have food insecure status. Now let us find out what is food insecure. So what is food insecurity? When people are not able to access or when they are not able to afford to acquire the food for them, that condition is known as food insecurity. Why do we need food security in our country? We have large number of population coming under the category of poor, below poverty line. So when people are affected with poverty or when they are poor, they will not be in a position to acquire sufficient amount of food for them. In order to ensure that these people will get at least 2 square meal per day, the government started to take steps to provide security for them. This is one basic reason why we need food security in our country. The other reasons are due to natural disasters. The natural disasters like cyclones, earthquakes, tsunamis, or lack of rains. These all will start to impact on the day-to-day life of the people. How can a natural disaster create food insecurity in our country? Like for example, there are no rains for a huge time. When there are no rains, the fields would become dry and the output or the production of the fields will be reduced or not there. When the output is less than the required amount of the output that is expected, then it results in the high price of the product like rice or wheat. When the product's price shoots up, that results in non-affordable levels of the common people, where only the rich people will be able to afford that one and buy that one. When the poor is not able to buy that one, that kind of situation is called food insecurity. This food insecurity will further result in drastic downfall of the lifespan of the people. And sometimes, if it continues for many days, it results in the condition of famine. And famines are affected like starvation, and people die out of starvation. This is a severe state because of the natural disasters. So when natural disasters start to impact on the countries, that will create an enormous tragedy for the people. And when people are not able to afford to get the food because of the natural disasters, because of the famines, because of the droughts, that results in the people dying because of starvation. This kind of incidents we have one in 1943 in the Bengal province, where nearly 30 lakh people have passed away. This was the only incident recorded in our country where a huge number of people died due to lack of food, died due to starvation. So the government started to take steps in order to avoid these kind of situations further. But still, in one corner or the other corner, we find some people dying due to starvation. Like for example, Kalahandi and Kashipuri of Orissa region, where there are been reports of people dying due to starvation, and also in the Baran district of Rajasthan and Palamo district of Jharkhand, where also evidences and traced that these people are also dying because of starvation. So this is necessary for the government to take certain steps to stop these kind of unnatural deaths which are happening due to lack of food. So it is the utmost responsibility of the government to ensure that its all citizens are able to get at least proper food for them in order to survive, and not allow anyone to die due to lack of food. This, when we discuss about this point, I remember the words of Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy Bentham, in his book about the government's responsibilities, he has stated that the responsibility of the government starts before the birth to the after the death, that is from womb to tomb. Womb, when you are in the mother's womb itself, the responsibility of the government starts for you to ensure that you are healthy in your mother's womb, and then even after you pass away, it is the responsibility of the government to take care that your body is disposed properly without affecting any bad diseases or anything for that. So everything in your life has the importance of government to play on that. So it is the utmost responsibility to ensure that you people have to get the sufficient amount of food which is your natural right as you are the citizen of the country. That is the reason why we need food security in our country.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.